I'll never forget the look on my 8-year-old son's face when the referee's whistle blew. He was devastated, tears streaming down his face. I wanted to jump in and fix everything, but I knew I had to let him learn to navigate this situation on his own. The other team's coach was arguing with the referee, getting redder by the second, claiming my son had fouled one of their players. My son was still crying, shaking his head, insisting he hadn't done anything wrong. I took a deep breath, tried to stay calm, and asked the coach to explain what had happened. He launched into this convoluted story, but it was clear he was bending the truth to suit his own team's interests. I listened, then turned to my son and asked him to tell me his side of the story. Through his tears he said he was just going for the ball, hadn't even touched the other player. I believed him. I could see the sincerity in his eyes, so I asked the referee to explain the rules specifically about fouls. He gave a clear, concise explanation, and I could see the coach's face start to fall. The referee's words were like a balm to my son's wounded spirit. I could see the tension in his body start to ease. When the referee finished, I turned to the coach and said, "I think we can all agree my son didn't foul anyone. Can't we just focus on playing the game and having fun?" The coach backed down and the game resumed. My son's team went on to win the championship. When the final whistle blew, they erupted into cheers. I couldn't help but join in. I scooped up my son in a big hug, spinning him around in a circle as we laughed and cheered. As we walked off the field, I put my arm around him and said, "You know, sometimes people will try to cheat or bully you, but it's how you respond that really matters. You stood up for yourself, told the truth. That takes a lot of courage." My son looked up at me, his eyes shining with understanding. "Yeah, Dad," he said, his voice still trembling. "I didn't do anything wrong." I smiled, hugged him tight, feeling a surge of love and admiration for my little boy. "That's right, kiddo," I said. "And you know what? Even when people try to bring you down, you can always rise above. You just have to believe in yourself, stand up for what's right." As we walked off the field, I realized this was a lesson that would serve my son well for the rest of his life. It wasn't just about winning or losing. It was about integrity, honesty, and courage. I was proud to be his dad, to teach him these values and watch him grow into a strong, confident young man. The drive home was quiet, my son still basking in the glow of his team's victory. As we pulled into the driveway, he turned to me and said, "Thanks, Dad. I'm glad you were there for me." I smiled, ruffled his hair, feeling grateful and loving. "I'll always be here for you, kiddo," I said. "No matter what, you can always count on me to support you, to believe in you, and to help you navigate the ups and downs of life." My son smiled, his eyes shining with happiness. I knew he felt safe and loved.